Welcome to Leadership Unscripted, where I'm going to spin this wheel and it will land on one of 300 topics that I haven't seen before, created by AI. Describe the leadership lesson that shaped you most. Oh my goodness, how many are there? I think my time, so I was with Victoria Police for 18 years, and that certainly shaped me in terms of being a country kid growing up and moving to the city when I was 18. Literally walked into the academy door when I was 19 and 1 week old. So very baby-faced, very naive, and like most police officers, went through the ranks and eventually was a supervisor. So was often responsible for supervising, so to speak, which I know is a very old term, but that's how we talked about it. 5, 10, and sometimes on an afternoon or a night shift might be up to 20 mobile units. And realizing that you can't be in all places at all times. And so what we were taught, and I think it's a really great model actually, and one that I've carried through for a long, long time. And it's not a new idea, but I see most organizations and many leaders don't necessarily do it. And that's the notion of distributed leadership. And I think distributed leadership is literally where we share leadership. So we might have the authority, we might maintain accountability at some level, because as a supervisor, I was always responsible for what actually happened operationally. But knowing that you can't be imagine trying to be in 20 different places and maybe there's 3 emergencies or, urgent things that police are attending and you just can't be across them. So you have to rely on training, good training, and you have to trust people to make decisions in the moment because they have visibility on what is seen. And I really like what David Marquet, who wrote Turn the Ship Around and then Leadership is Language, turned around the worst performing submarine in the fleet to the highest performing through a distributed leadership model. So he literally refused to give another command when he realized that he had 125 sailors on board who would just do whatever he said, in his terms, whatever nonsense comes out of my mouth. So he refused to give orders and rather moved to much more of an empowering, coaching, distributed model. And so it speeds up, the speed of execution, decision-making. People feel like they matter, they have ownership, and they're thinking. So you're engendering thinking. In the last 12 seconds, an amazing story because unprecedented after he left, 10 senior people in his crew were promoted to captain over the following few years. So an amazing legacy that he left. Okay, time's up. Thanks very much for listening and we'll see you next time.